Thank you very much, Danica, as the home side, the Eels, make their way out on the CommBank Stadium. Is this the night for Parramatta? 3 losses in a row, and as Brace said earlier, all those losses by just 4 points. And Mitch Moses with the impending official announcement that he is staying at the club. Will it be tonight that he gets the Eels season up and about against the 2-time defending premiers? Will the Eels fire or will the Panthers pounce? Whatever happens, enjoy the ride this evening on Nine's Wide World of Sports. There's always something a little bit extra special about this contest. The Panthers and the Eels. There's no love loss between these two football teams. High quality right across the park tonight. Enjoy your Thursday night footy. Round 4 is underway from CommBank Stadium. What a round we have for you.
Good move! Mark straight, Isaac.
And first use of the football for Parramatta this evening.
Let him up, Isaiah!
And there's the first touch of the season for Ryan Madison. Suspended for the opening 3 weeks. He'll have a point to prove tonight as Regan Campbell-Gillard took a hit up.
Luke, do him up! Mark straight!
And a second hit up of the set for Campbell-Gillard. It's been an impressive opening set of 6 here for Parramatta. On the last, they'll kick from the halfway line. It's a high tester. Handling it well is Sunia Turuva. He's very accomplished under the high ball, the Fijian international. Has played a lot of fullback in lower grades and for Fiji at test level. The Panthers off the bye, 1 win, 1 loss to start off their premiership defence. They lost to Brisbane in the opening round, and then a fortnight ago they just got home against South Sydney. Enjoyed the week off, albeit early in the season. And Cleary has to kick from just outside his own 30. Straight down the throat here of Gutherson. Really early on, Parramatta winning that field position battle. It's a good contest we've got in our hands tonight.
Well, they used all their big men through the middle of the field. This is their second set. And you mentioned, is this going to be the night that turns their season around? There's no better night than playing the reigning premiers. And let's not forget, the Parramatta Eels beat the premiers twice last year. The only team in the NRL to beat the premiers twice.
Ryan Madison into Panthers territory goes the Parramatta back rower. Hodgson to dummy half. Dummy throw into Campbell-Gillard, and Hopgood almost just getting through there against his former club. Last play here for Parramatta. Brown puts in a kick. He's kicking for a contest out wide, but the Panthers have got it.
They're liking what Jermaine Hopgood is doing at the moment. His first carry, he ran straight over Luke Garner. The second one, he just used the football slightly to create some space. Playing against his old club, as you mentioned there, Salty. He'll want to be in for a big one.
Let's get a check on conditions. There has been a bit of rain around this evening. Let's get the latest with Brad Fittler sideline. Evening, Freddie.
Yeah, the weather seemed to have calmed. I think there's going to be some showers throughout the night, but nothing like there was earlier in the day. It's cooled down dramatically from this afternoon, 19 degrees, and there's a breeze directly behind Parramatta. So some early kicks from the halves, Moses and Brown. Might be the flavour of the night.
Kick downfield there from Cleary. It's straight down the throat of Sevo. The crowd loves it when he gets the ball. Wanga Blake tackled 8 metres short of the halfway line. One of a number of ex-Panthers in this Parramatta lineup. Penalty.
Come back.
And he's taking a quick tap here, Moses. And then he's hit just when it looked like he was going to get through the line. They brought him down, but good opportunity here for the Eels. Campbell-Gillard, tackled by Moses Leota. Hodgson at dummy half, just off centre field. Inside the Panthers 30 go the Eels. There's Madison, heavily involved early. Kenny, one of the defenders there, along with Garner. Madison will play it. 12 away from the line. Hopgood passing before the line. Brown, Gutherson on the bounce. Sevo's got it. And he's going to be wrapped up. Hosking, Cleary, two of the Panthers in there. Ryan Totler was in there as well. Now Brown at first receiver, letting some runners go. And there's Big Junior. Holor, 10 metres away. Last tackle here for the Eels. They'd love a try early. And that pass has gone behind everyone. And that'll be a turnover. Disappointing end of the set.
Last handover.
Billy, are you a fan of the quick tap?
Wait, back here. Junior!
Well, I am if there's
Use
an
the foot.
opportunity. What it can do, it can really throw a spanner in the whole set.
Stand there!
You lack organisation. It's a part of the game where you can really get your structures set up. It just looked a little bit disorganised. There was two balls that hit the ground. Early in the game, you want to be spending some time down there, having everyone on the same page.
I reckon it just made them frantic there. He took a tap and he ran half as far as he was going to kick it for touch. And then the rest of the set of six was a rabble. So there was no advantage in it whatsoever. I don't mind the quick tap, but there's got to be a plan.
Bryce, get up! Back to Junior, make it, Josh! Junior!
Now the Panthers inside Eels territory. Luai with a step, half an opening. He almost created there for himself before Hopgood and Campbell-Gillard made the tackle. Kenny goes to Cleary on the last. He puts up a kick. Here's the contest. Sevo underneath it for Parramatta. Flies high, takes it well.
What about you, Peter? You like the quick tap? Was that your go?
Well, if you watched the Sunday Footy Show last week, passing wasn't.
Oh, there weren't any duck eggs there, Billy. A lot of fun. Parramatta on their own 30. Down here, Freddie.
The Penrith doctor just come past there, checking up on Garner, the contact with Ryan Madison earlier on. He seemed to be a bit of a wobble there, so we'll see what happens over the next couple of minutes.
Your own weight!
Gutherson, just short of the halfway line. He's put down. No Liam Martin tonight for the Panthers. A slight hamstring issue. That's why Zach Hosking is out there. Turuva. I know you're a big fan, Gus, of young Sunia Turuva.
Yeah, plenty of metres in him, plenty of energy, plenty of talk. Enthusiastic kid. He's a little bit like Dylan Edwards. Very similar sort of players. High energy work rate.
He looks fast.
Oh, he's quick. He's smart too. He's really football intelligent.
40-20 attempt here from Cleary. Didn't get the angle on it, but what he has done is he's got Gutherson coming out of his own corner, and they're going to try to put a play on here. Parramatta, Penasini with a big don't argue.
Yeah, talking about smart, that was a nice kick by Nathan Cleary.
Simonson, sorry, it was.
Third tackle. It's a great kick.
Well, it just puts the pressure on Parramatta. It says to their big men, you've got to get back 40 metres before you can contribute to the set. They throw the ball wide.
Backwards.
Look at what it's done to Parramatta now. Sideways, backwards, dropping the ball. Forward still walking back onside, all because he kicked on tackle 3.
Brian move! And again, Isaiah, hold Moses.
Sevo, Eels still inside their own 30. Bryce Cartwright. Some second phase play here for the Eels through Campbell-Gillard. But it's the last. They're inside their own 40. Hodgson. Moses drives that one downfield, but it's straight down the throat there of Dylan Edwards, who instantly gets up over the 20, then fires a pass to Crichton.
Press move, Dylan!
There's a bit of ball movement early in this game, and we have had a bit of rain, but we're out on the field before the game, Gus, and we were both commenting how firm and grippy the surface is.
Yeah, it's totally different to previous years. They've had some issues with the surface here ever since the opening of the stadium, but I think this is a completely new and different type of surface than was originally put here. It's brilliant out there. I've never seen a football ground looking so good and the footing so sure.
Cleary inside to Yo. almost snuck through.
Make it, Josh.
Cleary now, running it, goes to Garner. Can he get the arm free? Moses hangs on, Penasini's there. Gutherson cleans him up, and that'll be a turnover.
Strong tackle, Mitchell Moses. Last tackle. They asked the question, big man on little man. How committed are you in your defence? And Mitchell Moses, he kept his feet and he stuck to, it was Luke Garner. That's a strong tackle.
Isaiah, wait.
Freddie.
It's been a funny build-up to this grand final replay. I think in the public, it sort of hasn't had that, you know, like you normally have it. It's whatever's going on at the moment. There's been much talk about the Penrith and Parra game today. But the players themselves, I noticed both teams were only out here pre-game for about 10, 15 minutes maximum. Like last week, it was 35 degrees. I were out there for half an hour. I just couldn't understand. But there's just a look in every player's eyes tonight. They're ready for this.
Which team will be the first to crack? Moses. Taruva underneath this one for the Panthers. Takes it on his own 10.
Well, to be honest, everyone's been talking about the big Queensland derby tomorrow night, the Brisbane derby. Dolphin v Bronco.
Who do you like, Gus?
I think Bronco will win comfortably, but it's a sellout. It's a sellout. Suncorp Stadium, it's wonderful to have that rivalry in that city.
Players in front.
Adding to that, the Panthers are coming off a bye and Parramatta are winless this year. So there's a lot of talking points coming into this one. We seem to forget that these two teams played in the grand final last year. They actually played 4 times last year.
The 10s feel really good.
And the big ones, the Panthers got the win.
Hold here, guys. Wait, Regan.
They're the ones you got to win.
James Fisher-Harris laying a platform here for Penrith. Now Garner. 28 away, the Panthers. Had a couple of ventures down into Parramatta's end of the field. Confusion there. Edwards, yeah, that's all he had to do was die with the football. Kenny. Here's Moses Leota. Inside the Eels 20 go the Panthers. Azayo, pass before the line. Cleary, Luai, here they come. Tungor, he's going to be wrapped up. 8 away from the line. Last play here for the Panthers. Cleary kicks towards the post. There's the contest. Now, it's taken by Brown, but he leapt from the field of play, so this will be a dropout.
Yeah, nice accurate kick there from Cleary. Brings it down in the field of play. Allows the chasers the opportunity to pick up the ball receiver and throw him in. They'll get the ball back. And already I can see that they've used the bye round very well, the Panthers. They've been a bit clunky in their 3 games so far this year, the World Club Challenge in their opening couple of games. But tonight there's a little bit more fluency about their ball movement.
Thanks, mate.
We're on air tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m, are we?
In Queensland. Oh, what a take. The Eels have got it. Sevo with a sensational take off that dropout.
He can draw a crowd, Wayne Bennett, can't he? He's going on early for him.
By saying nothing this week.
Saying nothing. Lets you do the talking.
Jermaine Hopgood. Oh, offload, but it was as Ashley Klein had called held.
Well, he's a prolific offloader. The referees have got to give him more time.
Move now! Hold here, go.
Gutherson.
That's better.
Almost slips through. It's set restart here for Parramatta. Fresh set of 6. Brown.
Release him!
Chance now for the Eels. Hodgson out of dummy half. Here's Hopgood. He'll be wrapped up 10 metres away from the line. Jermaine Hopgood.
Jerome straight.
Hodgson skips out of dummy half. That pass finds the ground and then Gutherson gets it and he'll be tackled straight away. They lose a bit of momentum there.
That's the 4th time tonight they've hit the ground with passes.
Brown and offload to Hodgson. 10 metres out.
Back foot. No, you're milking Josh.
Brown goes to dummy half. Hodgson will play it.
Back on the line, Mitch.
Moses.
Back on the line, Mitch.
Inside to Campbell Gillard.
Held. Last tackle. Release.
So Harrison Edwards there for the Panthers. It's the last.
Square up, James.
Hodgson. Moses. Brown. Deft kick. Here they come. Cartwright try. A sliding Bryce Cartwright will open the scoring for the Eels.
Yeah, two really quick passes. Just allows Parramatta to get out onto the edges really quick. Dylan Edwards was around the play the ball. Just watch the number one here. Harvey Norman replay. He just caught behind the ball. Two quick passes from Moses to Brown. Just allows them to get away from the fullback quickly. And then a beautiful touch. Just threads the needle. Dylan Brown, Bryce Cartwright, the former Panther. He comes up with the opening 4-pointer.
He's always had beautiful hands, Bryce Cartwright. Wonderful skill, the ability to offload and pass from anywhere, but even you can see there just the calmness taking that ball. It's a greasy ball, a little bit damp.
Yeah, body's coming across too. Elbows, knees. A bit of courage getting down for that one, but it was the quick passes to get outside Dylan Edwards and get into the space really quick.
Good start for Eel.
Moses to make it a 6-point lead for the home side. And it is 6-0 to Parramatta.
Stay behind, guys. Hey, Moses, just on that last tackle, make sure you stay away from that ruck area. Don't block anyone. Marcus.
Well, that's the 14th try Parramatta have scored this season. It's the first that they've scored off a kick. Mitch Moses last year was responsible for 21 tries from kicks. That's the first time that they've scored a try this year, the Eels, off a kick.
James move! Here, Moses, hold, go.
And they lead against
Let him up, James!
the two-time defending premiers. Hopgood. Three of them in there bring him down, including Azayo, one of the defenders for Penrith. Hodgson kicks out a dummy half, down into the corner. It's a very good kick. Edwards has got it. Gets up to the 10. Good chase there too from the Eels, led by Moses and Madison. Here's Turuva. Beat Hodgson. Oh, he's lively. Sunia Turuva. Speaking of lively, Brian To'o.
That's really important for the Eels tonight to be first on the board in a game like this, given the start of the season they've had. This gives that little bit of confidence, and it's much easier playing from in front on nights like this.
Last tackle, Josh. Last straight.
Last play here for the Panthers. Jerome Luai puts it high. Good take, Bailey Simonson.
Play on. Broke it. Broke the tackle. Broke the tackle. It's tackle one. Move, Moses.
Will Penasini going to get to his 10. That's a good run out of dummy half in the circumstances. 11 metres there from Gutherson. He's got his team on the front foot. Moses. That's Simonson on his inside, but I tell you what he has got. He's got a penalty now.
Yeah, no quick tap this time.
He's got to release him, Luke.
Big news this afternoon. Mitchell Moses reportedly committing for 5 more years with the Eels. Ending the speculation about his future. 5 years.
Both feet on the line.
5 years.
Front foot line.
What was the longest contract you signed in your career, Billy?
Life.
Release him,
Me.
Isaac. Back here, James.
Apart from the lifetime deal with 9 now that you both have.
Well, I'm saying he got married. That's a lifetime contract.
Help!
I'm in.
Moses to Brown. Crichton has him, but he got a pass away, and it was a risky one. Blake, little juggle there, was there? A little bobble.
Lost it and caught up with it on the ground.
Yeah.
Lost ball.
Yeah.
Where do you want it?
He has lost it.
Okay, shot clock on in the
We
middle.
go back to the World Club Challenge, played in wet, greasy conditions. Then the first round, Panthers played the Broncos in similar conditions and really didn't put their best foot forward. And tonight, coming from behind on the scoreboard, it's just whether or not they'll have thoughts and memories of that. They don't like being behind. They're not behind very often, but they don't like it when they are.
And a late omission with Liam Martin being pulled out with a hamstring injury. He would love these conditions. This suits Liam Martin's game.
Get up now! And again, Josh Jr. Go.
That error from Wanga Blake, the first error of the night. In these conditions, has to show how the quality early on. Leota for the Panthers. 10 metres into Parramatta territory. Edwards, Cleary, Luai gets away from Moses. Moses comes back, affects the tackle with Jermaine Hopgood, and there's another error.
Okay, shot clock on, where do you want it? Shot clock's going in the middle, on the line.
I'm just watching these two fullbacks out here tonight off the football as we see Jerome Luai come up with a mistake. We won't get the appreciation or the full appreciation of what Dylan Edwards and Clint Gutherson do for their teams on the television screen, but their work off the ball is unrivaled in the NRL. They work as hard as any other fullback in the game. Tries are certainly going to be hard to come by just through their work ethic in defence.
What was the most you ever ran in the game, Billy? With the GPS?
I didn't wear a GPS.
Didn't you?
No, I didn't like them.
Couldn't keep up with you?
No.
They kept running out of battery.
I didn't need to know how far I ran. I didn't want to know. I lie. I wore one for half a game and I was plain ordinary, so I blamed the GPS. I never wore one again.
Not that you're superstitious.
No. GPS fault.
You ran a lot more metres than your number 9 anyway.
I did all his work. Still doing it.
Evening Cameron on the couch tonight, no doubt, but he's getting ready to head to Suncorp tomorrow night.
I can just see him in the slippers up there in Queensland waiting for tomorrow night.
Kick here from Brown. Gutherson had a play on it. Crichton's got it.
Clint, you've dragged it. It's going to be a play the ball.
So turnover, Panthers ball. Initial knock on off the Eels.
I think the next points in this game is really important, particularly for Parramatta, but so too for the Panthers. Like I said, they don't like being behind. It doesn't happen to them too often. And we've seen them stall a little bit this year when they do get behind on the scoreboard.
Now Telstra has some of the best defence in the business, tackling millions of cyber threats every day.
Cleary was thinking kick then.
Yeah, he wanted the kick and he juggled it. That's a turnover. Yeah, they don't like being behind. As good as they are, the scoreboard can get into their heads at times.
Hand going forward.
Well, that's what the early kick does, Gus. It takes the chance of an error away. And we see Cleary was thinking kick before, and then the ball just slipped through his hands. He was going to kick that ball. Gutherson was up in the defensive line. He was thinking 40-20, or if he didn't get the 40-20, he was going to pin the Parramatta Eels down in the corner and build some pressure. And pressure's on them now.
Will Penasini for the Eels.
Move, Isaac! Mark straight! Wait for the way.
Campbell Gillard.
Up now, mid!
Contact there by
Mark straight!
Azayo. Good opportunity here for Parramatta. Junior Bowlaw.
Mark straight, mid!
26 metres away from the Panthers line. Cartwright. The try scorer for the Eels. Gets inside the Panthers 20. Hodgson. Moses kicks into the line. Madison coming out after it. Where did Dylan Edwards come from? Well read by the Panthers number 1. We should be used to it. He's everywhere.
Yeah, they'll be hard to come by. They work hard, these two fullbacks. You see where Dylan Edwards come from. He was doing another job in the defensive line and then got back there to save the day. That was a set play. Gutherson on the inside got checked. Madison on the outside.
That's very important, that, Billy. I mean, they've scored their first try from a grubber kick and now a line dropout. For the last few years, the Panthers have not allowed you to grub a kick through the line. They'll get their legs out and trap everything and back their defence, even if they give away 6 again. They don't let you kick the ball into the in goal. Parramatta have done it twice tonight already, and there's been no real attempt to trap the ball by the Panthers.
Big chance here for Parramatta to extend their advantage. Gutherson with a step. He's going to be pulled to the ground there by Zach Hosking. Blake, Brown, Bowlaw passing here to Hopgood. Hopgood with an offload. Campbell Gillard, Moses, who kicks for the in-goal area. Oh, Simonson nearly got there. But Sunia Turuva saves the day for Penrith, and it's another dropout.
He's fast. He's fast, Gus. Well, he had to be fast. He turned. He was up there in the defensive line and turned and got back there and saved the day. You see the number 2 in the pink jersey and come up to look to make a tackle.
Just before the line, Nathan.
They're holding on, the Panthers.
He can tap dance on a sixpence.
Knock on.
Oh, it went 10.
Did it?
Did it? No, it didn't. Oh, it was almost a genius play. It went 9.8 metres, but what it is, it's a penalty now.
2.
Go for 2, Chids.
I'd take 2 in these conditions.
They're going to take the 2.
In the break.
Break after the kick too. Yeah. Break after the kick as well, please. Score and pause, don't need to talk about this. 2.
Moses to make it an 8-point lead for Parramatta. Just under 14 minutes left in the first half. Round 4, Thursday night footy. He's got it.
I've been calling it, yeah. Stay behind!
So a penalty goal giving Parramatta an 8-point lead.
Isaiah, move, bitch, come on, get up!
Dropout just missing for Nathan Cleary.
Get him up, bitch, Isaac! He's 10, Scott, hold!
It couldn't have gone any better for the Eels.
Scott, move! Mitch! Hold here. Play on, 6 more!
Play on here for Parramatta. Went out the back, and Gutherson's got it, and it's a set restart here for the Eels. Hodgson appealing for a penalty. He thought a Panthers player was
He got 6
offside.
again. He got 6 again.
Makahesi Makatoa on the field for Parramatta in jersey 17. Another strong charge from Junior Polo. Hodgson, Brown, Gutherson. Good. First up attempt from Cleary down low. Crichton finished him off. Brown drifting across field. Now looks to straighten. He's going to be wrapped up. 8 away from the Panthers line. Hodgson, Moses, another grubber kick, and this time he's there again, Dylan Edwards, to clean up, and he's in the field of play.
And it's grubber kick number 4 that's got through the line without any opposition.
Just move.
Down to you, Freddie.
Yeah, that's a big block of play for Parramatta. We had the early penalty after the Gutherson run from dummy half. And Penrith had an error. Parra had 2 restarts. They got the dropouts, the one that led to a penalty. They got a 6 again. That's the first bit of luck Penrith have had. Dylan Edwards forcing his way out of the end goal. Let's see what they can do with it.
Out of the way, Isaiah. Not late.
Kicking from inside the 40, but straight to Sebo. The crowd urging him to wind up.
Release him.
And his urgency forcing a penalty. On top of the player penalised.
Can't do a leg pull.
Parramatta have seemed to have
Brian
all
went
the
on with it as
football.
well.
And a few things going their way at the moment. They need to take advantage of all this possession. I'd like to see Moses and Brown link up, whether it be on the left-hand side or right.
Well, if they keep allowing Brown and Moses to grubber kick freely at that end of the field, they will kick them to death, Parramatta. They're 2 of the better ones in the game. I'm just surprised the Panthers are letting them do it.
James, move. Isaiah.
Here's a shift from the Eels. Will Penasini. 20 away. Halfway through the set here for Parramatta. Gutherson to dummy half. Madison to Hodgson. Now Moses, Brown, back to Moses. Cartwright, quick hands, Blake. Everyone's getting a touch. Back to Cartwright.
Good footy.
The call of Helders there. Scott Sorensen wrapping up Bryce Cartwright. Now Brown, dummy to Makatoa. Into the line he goes. Last play here for the Eels. Moses chips this time, and Edwards is there again.
He'll be there all night.
Yeah.
Dylan Edwards, he's not going anywhere.
Well, that's a mistake. That gives a cheap 20 metres and 7 tackles now. They've had so much luck with the grubber kick, there was no need to chip kick that one.
Move now. Back here. Mark straight.
They just got to hang in here, the Penrith Panthers.
It's a game of patience, Billy, isn't it? I mean, at this level with the top sides, it's a game of patience.
And like you mentioned, they're not usually behind on the scoreboard, so handling scoreboard pressure is really important in these situations. Only 31 minutes into the game, there's still plenty of footy to be played, and we know that they can score points. They just need the field position.
Brian. Again, hold with me.
Spencer Linu.
That's a run.
Now Cleary finds Kenny. Luai. Here come the Panthers. Tungo will be wrapped up. 9 away from the line.
Back foot.
Damon Salmon goes to dummy half. Luai. Now Cleary puts it a kick. Here's the contest. Oh, the Eels have got it through Blake.
Yeah, good grab. Very aggressive at the ball there. Plenty of confidence. Panthers will try to turn up the heat there with their defence and force a turnover. Parramatta need to be strong.
10 from 13, the completed sets for the Panthers. And Parramatta, 13 from 15. High quality stuff to get round 4 underway. You expect nothing less between a contest between these two teams. Turuva under this one for the Panthers. Got a little bit of room to move. The gap shut pretty quickly.
Stand now, you drop. Hold here. Back a move. Josh. Hold here. Wait, Dwayne.
Tungo playing the ball. Salmon.
Nice, Josh. Dylan, all the way. Wonga.
2 metres short of the halfway line. Now Brian To'o takes it into Eels territory. Remove Greg, one of the defenders there. So both coaches into the bench a few times. Here's Yeo, gets a pass away inside the... It's Edwards for the line, and the Panthers are on the board. Scott Sorensen has sent Dylan Edwards over the try line. Beautiful stuff from the Panthers.
Oh, it's beautiful footy, Salty. This will look great on the Harvey Norman replay. And it was their co-captain, Isaiah Yeo. Nathan Cleary gets the ball, fires it to Yeo, and then off that left foot creates some space. Sorensen and Dylan Edwards, well, I've been singing his praises all night in defence. He's always there. Well, he's always there in attack as well. You see him pushing through the middle of the field. Harvey Norman replay. It was Yeo, Sorensen, and then Dylan Edwards finished off the movement. Anticipation and patience. They turned the footy over in good field position in the last set, earned the field position, and then they struck.
You just got to trust and believe in your teammates. And there was plenty of trust there that Isaiah Yeo could create something. It's the third time he's carried the ball and looked like he was going to push through the line. That's the first time he's been able to get the offload. And Sorensen and Edwards were right there with him.
Down to you, Freddie.
Yeah, it's one of the first times they've decided to go through. The mother Nathan looking like he's coming back off the right foot. They've sort of looked to pass around Parramatta, and it's one of those nights where it's a bit of an illusion, that sideline. You don't want to go near the sideline. Through the middle is always the go. It was Edwards down the other end. They caught the ball. They got him the 7 tackles. And he gets him on the board with the first, well, I'm thinking 6, once Nathan kicks 6.
Cleary converts.
Stay behind, guys. Not early.
2-point ball
Stay
game.
behind.
I go back to that chip kick from Mitchell Moses. They've been grubber kicking all night, putting Panthers under all sorts of pressure. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he decides to chip kick one into the in goal. Dylan Edwards gets a 7 tackle set in 20 metres, and that was just enough to get some oxygen into the lungs for the Panthers, and they've made them pay for it.
Just straight. Hold it, Ryan.
It's a game of little things. The little things are important.
Stand down. You drop. It's weight. Hold. Go.
El Pacino, Gus, in any given Sunday. It's a game of inches. You can't repeat too much of that speech you gave in that movie.
I reckon Gus had a few speeches like that.
Oh, yeah. That's who they based the character on.
Nothing I remember, baby.
Luai
Last tackle. Get up.
almost danced his way through the Eels. Cleary puts up a kick. Here's a test. He's passed the test with flying colours there, Mokasivo.
Out of the way, Josh. Hold here.
Points give you energy, don't they? They marched up the field very comfortably there, the Panthers. Good hit. You just go away and count his ribs there. See how many he's got left.
Big move now.
Remove Greg playing the ball.
Last tackle.
Makatoa now, 10 short of the halfway line. Moses down to Turuva. Always looking, always scheming, searching for an opportunity once he gets the ball. Turuva.
Yeah, if you go in soft on him, he'll pull your pants down. Don't worry.
Release.
Hard as a rock. Runs with intent all the time. Now the possession starts to turn. Cleary, clean to get the ball in play. Get the ball out over the sideline. And look at that. I saw a few Parramatta heads just drop.
10, both feet.
That's a massive 2 and a bit minutes here now for the Eels. They're leading by 2. And at the moment, they'd certainly take that. Spencer Linu making a huge impact off the bench. Kenny to Yo, Cleary, here they come. Hosking, yep, stopped his run.
Stand now. Hold here. Hold.
Kenny, Yo, goes flat this time to Spencer, Linu.
Release run. 6 again.
6 again here. Oh, the tide has turned. The Panthers now looking for points just before half-time. Edwards to Crichton. Hosking is smashed by Sivo. The Fijian Express.
No, you've got the penalty. Penalty. Let go of him. Let go of him. Well, I'm not sure where the contact was, but you've grabbed him around the head, mate. That's a grapple afterwards.
So grapple after the contact. Oh.
Can't do a grapple. It's a grapple.
There was some contact there.
It's on the ground,
Michael Sivo read this one.
Come off.
Oh.
Come off.
It was the grapple after the contact.
There you go.
That there. That's not called for.
What are you doing here, Billy? Kicking for goal or
Yeah.
tapping it? Looks like he's going to have a kick for goal, is he?
Yeah. I rarely like to kick for goal.
All right, time on. Just
That was just my game. But kicking for goal here, you can make it 8-all. It's been all Parramatta for the first 35 minutes. And
what's the point? I don't know
Penrith
the pressure, but the point
really
is go back to the hand.
earned their way back into this contest. Now they can level it up before half-time. Still not the finished product, the Panthers. They probably have been the last couple of years, but with the departure of Api Coruscant and Viliami Kikau in particular, they're not quite the finished product. They're still working on it. Freddie?
Well, on the goal kick, I think with the minute to go is definitely the right play. Otherwise, you only really get one shot. If you miss that, you're gone. A chance to go in 8-all. I think also when they're down there, not having Viliami Kikau as a target is sort of affecting their kicking game. He keeps opting to go over the top of Dylan Brown, and Parramatta having no problems with that. When they had Kikau on the left-hand side, they used to kick to him a lot when attacking. They need to find another option.
Cleary, right on half-time, looking to square the ledger. And he's kicked it. So we're all locked up at the break.
Yeah, it's a good job by the Panthers. They graft their way back into that game. But I can't help thinking the Eels let them off with that 20-metre tap.
At half-time here at CommBank Stadium, it's the Eels 8 and the Panthers 8. And if the second 40 is going to be anything like the first, then we are in for one heck of a ride through till full-time tonight. Parramatta kick off, Panthers with first use of the football to start the second half. Eels are used to tight matches to kick off their campaign in 2023. Might be 3 losses from 3 games, but 4-point margin in all of those contests.
Stand now.
The Panthers, despite the bye last week, but in rounds 1 and 2, a close win and a close loss. And this has got the makings of a game that's going to go right down to the 80th minute. Luai with a kick from just inside the Parramatta territory. Gutherson takes it. That's a good chase too from the Panthers.
Something happened to Isaac Tonga on the kick chase there. He did a double somersault out of nowhere.
Yeah, he got tangled up with Will Penasini. Penasini was heading back to the ball. Tungwell and Penasini, who've been having a big battle on that far side this half.
He did the whole full somersault.
What score did you give him?
The landing wasn't great.
Ryan To'o. Here's Turuva. Tackled 11 short of the halfway line. Hear that contact in the effects mic at home. And there's a penalty coming here to the Penrith Panthers.
I tackled him. Let's go. This here, Nathan.
Sneaking up high. Just the penalty. Jermaine Hopgood, the player penalised.
Gee whiz.
Penrith, first real attacking opportunity of this second half in the early exchanges of it. There's Scott Sorensen. 9 away, options both sides here for Kenny at dummy half. They go to the right. Linu with a pass to nobody, but hang on, that's been knocked on by Moses. Is it 6 more here? Are you going to say it went forward off a Panther?
Yeah, well, they ticked something up in the Panthers, in the Parramatta defence, and this was actually a good play, but it was a terrible pass from Spencer Leniu. The opportunity was there. He goes back to the middle. Just a poor pass. Look at that. Look at the space back there. They got in each other's way.
Well, Brad Fittler spoke about a run could change the game, and Spencer Leniu, that's his strength, his running game, going back through that middle of the field. There were some isolated men back there. He could have created that run that changed the game. Play off the back of it.
Break. Let go, Nathan.
I think there were some passing licences revoked last Sunday. We'll ask Joey about that one. See if Spencer's still got a passing licence.
Jermaine Hopgood playing at 10 short of the halfway line. There's Ryan Madison.
Isaiah, get up! Mark straight! Right here, go.
Hodgson the dummy half. Wiramu Greg. He's been strong off the bench, had some good runs.
Mark straight, mid, hold there, back up. Not late.
Moses. Puts it high. Turuva takes it well.
Safe as a bank.
His eyes never left the ball, Gus.
No, he's brave. Look at that.
Through the hands.
Brave and talented.
And overcomes the commentator's curse as well. Inclined to drop that one after we gave him a rap. Cleary, they're speeding things up here. Crichton, quick hands. Away, well, just lost his footing there, Hosking.
Last tackle, let go!
Last play, kicks it straight out of the belly of the ball. It's floating. They take it though. And that's a great chase. Sorensen on Simonson.
Yeah, really important tackle, Scott Sorensen. There was no Panther outside him. And if Simonson got outside Sorensen there, would have created quick play of the balls. See Gutherson go down the short side.
Cartwright with a strong run. Last play here for Parramatta. Moses. Turuva. Good chase that time by the Eels. Hodgson and Hopgood. It's a game of chess at the moment. Edwards. Down to you, Freddie.
They're only 6 minutes into the second half, and Wiramu Greg has been taken from the field for Regan Campbell-Gillard.
Back inside his own 40 there, Cleary, then tried to hook it towards the corner. didn't get any angle on it as he went for a attempted 40-20. Simonson got it for the Eels and is tackled on his own 20. Gutherson now. Simonson, one of the defenders there. Are they going to... Oh, thought for a moment, just for a moment, that they got in underneath Siva and were going to drive him over the touchline, but he managed to get himself to the ground. Blake.
That was definitely their intention.
Last play. Cartwright plays it for the Eels. Moses. Another kick to the Taruva corner. He takes it on the full. It's up over the 20 before Makatoa, one of the defenders, came unstuck there for the Panthers. No harm done though. Which team will be the first to crack?
Well, the Panthers have cut their teeth on this over the last 3 years. They really go down into cruise control when they're playing this cycle game. 5 up for a kick, 5 up for a kick. It's where the Eels have got to prove themselves, to go with them and stick with them. That was a good set of 6 of defence from the Eels there.
Well, the key is not to get bored with this game. It's in a real holding pattern at the moment, and both teams are just waiting for the opposition to break, to come up with an error and give field position, and then they'll pounce. So really important not to get bored with this game.
Good run.
Campbell Gillard. Tomorrow night, the Battle of Brisbane. On air for our viewers in New South Wales at 7:30. It's 6:30 special time into Queensland tomorrow night. Broncos v Dolphins. It's a Dolphin home game, a sellout, officially a sellout at Suncorp Stadium tomorrow night. Freddie?
Yeah, Sony Lucas just ran past us down on the sideline, so it won't be long till he's in the game. Be interesting if Mitch Kenny, he's in the game, and Mitch Kenny stays out there.
And Luke, you can just see him on screen now.
We've gone nearly 11 minutes without a stoppage in this second half, and I would say that the Panthers think getting this young man out there straight away could be the one to break it open.
Cleary. Gutherson underneath that kick, takes it beautifully and then beats one. Can't beat Crichton. Wanting too long. Penalty here.
Well, that's what one team was looking for.
You got a penalty.
Just something to relieve the pressure. Moses will kick this one out. They'll be attacking the opposition half. Well, there's not much in that.
Oh. So the penalty was for a high tackle. It wasn't for standing or lying on the player for too long.
Front foot on the line. Help! Release them! Mark straight.
Wonga Blake playing the ball back to Brendan Hands, who is on debut tonight for the Eels, 24 years of age, came through all the grades at the Panthers.
Came through as a halfback. Goal-kicking halfback. Now the Eels have turned it over. Handy little player too.
Luai playing it. Luke to Edwards. Watch out if Luke decides to run out a dummy half. Passes this time to Kenny. Run there from Mitch Kenny. Luke, Yo, Cleary, Hosking. On the bounce to Luke. And he's wrapped up by Brendan Hands, the debutant. Hands in there again to tackle Cleary. Now Luke. Got a pass away, and Makatoa dives on that little grubber kick from Cleary.
Yeah, you can see the little man really coming into the game. Now that there's a bit of fatigue, 12 and a half minutes into the second half. It's been end-to-end footy. The little man starting to come into the game.
Tackle 4.
Well, we've got someone...
Trainers just asked the game to be
Jermaine
stopped.
Hopgood.
Head injury assessment.
Oh,
No, it's a Panther.
Sonny Luke's not good either.
Yeah, so Sonny Luke as well.
Yeah, he stumbled big time. And this has been his Achilles heel, his injuries, and Hopgood first as a head clash here. And he was a bit wobbly in the middle of the field.
Here's what happened to Sonny Luke.
Just got his head on the wrong side. Got a double whammy there. Got a triple whammy.
Both teams losing a player for the next 15 minutes. Next to an HIA, hand goes to Moses.
Well, Sonny Luke, I'll be surprised if they don't rule that category 1. He might be finished for the night.
Yeah, I agree.
And that puts a dent in the game plan.
Straight, Brendan. Hold here, Junior. Wait. Wait. Matt, move.
As soon as we get official word from downstairs, Danica will certainly let us know.
Let go, Bryce.
The Panthers on the halfway line. Yo, Cleary, short here to Salmon.
Last tackle, big.
Matt Dury, one of the defenders there for Parramatta.
Coming, Ryan.
Cleary, Luai. Now Turuva
Right, Jerome.
puts up a kick. And
Go on, drop out. Go on, drop out.
it's a dropout. It's a dropout.
Ooh.
It's going to get
That's
looked
the
out.
ruling.
Ashley Klein saying that this come off
It's going
Clint
to get looked out.
Gutherson.
I believe it's coming out off you backwards. Challenge.
They will check it.
Team review.
Gutherson's having nothing of it. He's still walking towards the 20.
Well, they couldn't let Clint Gutherson catch the ball. If he catches it, it's a 20-metre restart. They go up. Ooh. I think Taruva's got a hand in there. Any touch by the Panthers will be a knock-on.
Challenging the decision that he has not touched the ball.
Well, they look at these anyway, don't they?
They're probably going to review it.
Yeah.
We've cleared kick chase up to this point. We're just looking to determine whose hand this comes off.
Well, Taruva's got his hand in there.
There you go.
The ball comes off Sania Taruva's hand and then travels dead, constituting a knock-on. The challenge is successful.
He was right, Clint Gutherson. He's not a fibber. He knew.
He was adamant, wasn't he? Straight away. But I suppose the question to be asked there is that the bunker would check that anyway.
Yep.
As they do for all restarts from the goal area.
Well, he keeps his challenge.
Stephen, let go now.
And he's the captain.
He was right.
That's it. All right, Danica, you got some breaking news for us.
Yes, unfortunately, and as many of us probably suspected, Sonny Luke has been categorised as a Category 1, so that means that he will not be back at all tonight, and he's likely to now have to have the 11-day stand-down protocol for head injuries. For Jermaine Hopgood, he's been classified as a Category 2 at the moment, so he's currently going through the 15-minute testing to see whether he will be able to return to the action.
Thank you, Danica, as Cartwright goes to Moses. Now here's Dory. What a top run that is from Dory. Well, he was looking for an offload as well, but Simonson was a bit late arriving. Gutherson, Moses puts up a kick for Brown, but it's going to be taken there. Is that Cleary in the pack? It was.
Yeah, it was a nice kick by Mitchell Moses. Nathan Cleary, he diffused it. See Crichton. Good run. It's a big run.
Junior, Regan. Hold here. Hold. Don't lock him in, Stephen. Go. Junior, get off. All the way. Back. Okay, so well done, Brendan.
Cleary, Luai, Tungo. Penasini gets him. That's been a battle.
Now, I'm quite surprised that Parramatta haven't challenged the high ball with the wingers. You got Taruva and Toto on the wings. They're not small men, but they're not tall men.
Sivo takes it well, and Gutherson says, take off over there, and he does, and he's going to be put down. Kenny came away hurt after that one, as you would, trying to tackle Makasivo at full flight, but he did well. Hands to dummy half. Junior Bolo.
Isaiah, let go! Mitch, Moses.
Moses. Dory, beautiful ball. Penasini. Back to Dory. Back to on. Hands. On debut. Brendan Hands for the Eels. He'll love that one.
Well, it was Matt Dory. He's been a real find for the Parramatta Eels this year. Losing Papali'i. Matt Dory, Harvey Norman replay. Just nice little offload, Penasini, and then Hands through the middle. He started the movement. He picks up a try on debut. He's a real find, Dory. Just hits a little bit of space off Moses. And a beautiful offload to Penasini, who picks up the young man on debut, Hands. The Eels. Freddie.
Yeah, it started with Josh Hodgson, a lovely bit of deception around the ruck. Just he feigned to the left and had the markers go the wrong way. As soon as he went to Moses, that A defender was stuck. Look at the both markers. Isaiah goes the wrong way. Moses gets on the outside of Leota. And all of a sudden gets a one-on-one. Dury, beautiful hole running. And Brendan Hands actually at St Dominic's Junior, same school as myself, and Nathan Cleary.
What a moment. Making your NRL debut at 24 years of age. Brendan Hands. Now Moses to make it a 6-point lead, and he converts.
Stay behind!
Brendan Hands with the try for Parramatta. Great lead-up work from Matt Dory.
Up, Jamin! Isaac straight! Wait, Isaiah, okay.
6-point lead now for the home side, the Eels, looking to get on the board for season 2023.
It was a kids' movie, wasn't it? Finding Dory or Finding Nemo?
Did you mean that? Did you mean that, Billy? It was a good find, Dory.
It was a good find, Dory.
I'm not that good.
Was it Finding Nemo or Finding Dory?
Nemo was the first one.
Stephen, Zach! All the way, James.
And Dory kept swimming, so they made the sequel.
Poor old Dory.
Well, they found Dory then.
Last tackle! Let go, Clint! Mark straight. Out of the way, Ryan. Go. Ryan, leave him.
Good try. Well, they came out the back of that cycle really good.
Regan, Ryan.
First to get to the scoreboard. Taruva's had plenty of catching practice tonight.
Get him up, Brendan. Mark straight. Wait here, wait. Go.
Confirmation from the back of the box for those who were a bit closer to the age of Finding Nemo and Dory, but it was just called Dory, the second one. Yes, apparently.
I love the kids' movies.
Help! Release Junior. Go. Last tackle, Matt. Out of the way, James.
All right, 6-point
Junior, come on.
lead here for Parramatta. Matheson met by a wall of Panthers chasers.
Release.
Salmon was there, Fisher Harris as well.
Said before the game, you know, despite losing their first 3 games and media and fans getting in a bit of a flap, they can make a statement about themselves tonight, the Eels, against the defending premiers, about what the rest of the season is going to look like. For me, it's not really about the scoreboard, the win or the loss. It's just how they carry themselves, and they've done really well. They've got in the grind, they've got in the battle, and they've stuck at it.
Campbell-Gillard. Strong charge.
They will play finals football. You can back it in.
Moses, another test for Taruva. They might need another game plan because he's answered every question asked of him tonight.
Well, he hasn't had to move either. They've kicked it straight to him every time. They've never asked him to run anywhere to get it. Taruva, 217 metres. Most of those coming off Moses' kicks.
Offload and Cleary's got it. Goes to Luai, who looked to accelerate. He's going to be dragged to the ground. Kenny to dummy half. Cleary, Salmon. Moses completes the tackle. Cleary. Yo. 3 Eels in there. Bowlaw down low. Madison and Campbell-Gillard over the top. Here goes Cleary. Kicks. And Moses was there for the Eels.
Yeah, he reacted really well, Mitchell Moses. He understood what Nathan Cleary was doing. He had his fullback humming down the middle of the field in Dylan Edwards. But Mitchell Moses, he did his homework on that one.
We're inside the last quarter. 17.5 minutes to go.
Trouble here for Makasibo, who's gone straight back down to the ground. Now he's getting back up after he played that ball. Keep an eye on him.
Let him up, James. You're right, straight. Wait. Stand now, last tackle. Out of the way, Regan.
Last play here for Parramatta. Hands to dummy half. A try scorer on debut. Moses. I think we've said this before. Kick straight down to Taruva, but here we go. A penalty.
Just confirm it's just a penalty, Gina.
For a late hit
I've got the
on
mark.
Mitch Moses.
Wow.
Oh, it's late. It is late. We're not arguing. It is late.
What's Nathan? What's Nathan get tackled everyone?
That's for late. That was late. In my opinion, it's late.
A late tackle on Mitch Moses.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah, the
Moses has
off
got a
goal
kick for goal here, surely. Go 8 in front.
You got a minute 20 from the penalty shoots.
And they are going to take the 2. Important moment of the game. Mitch Moses looking to make it an 8-point lead. And he guides it through.
Let's stay behind, guys. Stay behind.
So an 8-point lead for Parramatta. Under 15 minutes remaining in Thursday night footy, round 4 of the NRL. What a contest it's been tonight. I think with this Panthers team, there'll be a few more chapters to be written in this book tonight. Danica, you got some breaking news for us?
Yes, some good news for the Parramatta Eels, a timely boost for them. Jermaine Hopgood is just about to return. He has passed his head injury assessment for the night.
That's good news for Jermaine Hopgood.
Last tackle, Isaac. Mark straight.
Moses. A grubbering kick. Edwards has it. They're looking for... I thought they were going to go from one side to the other. Run there from To'o. Now Edwards. Almost got through the Eels defence. Turuva. All the backs getting involved here for the Panthers. Now Cleary goes here to To'o. Thought about a pass there to Cleary, but went down with the tackle. Cleary now. Fisher Harris to Luai. They're 21 away from the line here. Leota playing it. Cleary into the line, going here to Luai, to Kenny. Now Isaiah Yo, they're keeping it alive. Fisher Harris with a grubber kick. A re-gather. James Fisher Harris out the back, and there's a knock on, is it? The Eels have got it. Oh, he's nearly pulled off a great one there, the Panthers front rower.
Well, that was a marvellous set of 6. High energy, digging into the line, quick play the balls, plenty of ball movement. And it finishes up with big James Fisher Harris showing his kicking and regather skills. Pops the ball out the back. Eventually Gutherson comes up with it.
Let's go.
Well, they're under pressure the whole set, Gus, and it all started with a lack of kick chase through the middle of the field from Parramatta. Dylan Edwards found Brian To'o, and they created some space on play 1, and they were just chasing their tail the whole set, Parramatta. You've got to get your kick chase right, otherwise you'll be under pressure the whole set. Unlucky not to come up with points there. Off the boot of Fisher Harris.
James together.
Big James.
Did you think coming here tonight you'd be using the sentence off the boot of Fisher Harris?
Grubber and chase.
Stand now.
Wow. 44 tackles. You know, the fours there. Ryan Madison, 44 tackles. Mitch Kenny, James Fisher Harris.
Back 10, Zach. Now.
They're our top tacklers for tonight.
They're just a real bogey team for the Panthers, aren't they? I know the Panthers beat them when it counts last year, but Parramatta do this often to them.
That's a better chase through the middle of the field for the Eels. They can't let the Panthers get on a roll early.
They got there, tackle 2.
That movement will hurt them.
Mark straight. Hold here, go. Out of play, Isaiah.
Edwards out of dummy half.
Junior, stand.
Addison got to him down low. Bowler over the top.
Let him up, back, mid.
I love games like this where it's tight and hard and you've got to earn everything you get. Those 34 to 30 games, I don't like them.
This has been enthralling tonight. Gutherson takes it well. Ashley Klein said it was a contest between the players. Eels fans and a few of the players wanted a penalty.
Well, there's 10 to go. You're into the championship rounds now. And the Eels have got an 8-point buffer.
What a game.
Yeah, just keep doing what you've been doing. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Taruva going back, waiting for his 38th kick.
There he is.
Chase that one.
Hit hard there and high.
Oh, well, that was such a... They didn't need that penalty, Parramatta. There were a lot of pink jerseys walking at that stage. And just a lazy one over the top. There was no need for that. They'd been doing all the hard work. They had the Panthers on the back foot. And there were so many Panthers forwards who just turned and saw that kick and said, oh, here we go again. And were walking their way back with their hands on their hips. Now they get the penalty.
Hesi Makatoa on report for that hit on Sunia Turuva. Here's Jamin Salmon. Matt Dory with the initial contact. Leota driving forward. Kenny to dummy half. Cleary. Luai. Now Edwards, Crichton. They wrap him up. 21 away from the line. Edwards out of dummy half. Beats Blake. Good defence there on Zach Hosking. Cleary. Yo. Luai.
Good defence. They were stretched there and they covered it up really well.
Yo. Cleary. Short to Hosking. Here come the Panthers. His first game as a Panther. The former Bronco scores, and it is game on. We're going to have a grandstand finish.
Yeah, great execution. They asked plenty of questions in that set of 6, and it got down to tackle 5, and rather than kick, Harvey Norman replay. Yo, Cleary, and he sums up the first ball, and Hosking bursts through the hole to get this game back within 2 points. This is the finish this game deserved. Beautiful work, under pressure. Yo, Cleary, lead runner, bang, through the hole.
Well, in the championship rounds, you look for your marquee players, and that man on screen, Nathan Cleary, he stood up when it counted.
And he converts. Seven and a half minutes left. The margin down to 2. Guys. The Eels in front. Can they hang on for their first win of the season?
This is a replica of the first half. Parramatta led 8-0, controlled it for 35 minutes. And the Panthers scored a try and got a penalty goal. Second half, Parramatta really grafted hard, got to an 8-point lead. And the Panthers have struck back in the championship rounds to take us down to the wire.
He was brilliant in that set, Nathan Cleary. He touched the ball 3 times and created space and opportunity for his teammates on each of those occasions. Just watch Nathan Cleary the next 7 minutes. He's the man that's going to pull the Panthers out of this one if they get out of it.
Well, that's what we love about the game. 2 good teams going at it. Thursday night footy. I hope you're enjoying this right across the country. Here come the Panthers.
That was good defence too.
Salmon out of dummy half.
Out of the way, Isaiah.
Cleary.
10 guys, Mitch.
Gutherson takes that one on the full, just outside his own 10. We'll get to the 20.
Stand now. You drop. Oh, Jamin, Isaac. Zach, move. Mitch.
The aspect of 2-point leads when you go down to the wire these days is the 2-point field goal as well.
Where you are, Micah. You drop.
Nathan Cleary, he can certainly slot them from over 40 metres.
Mark straight. Last tackle, James. Out of the way, Jermaine.
Just under 6 minutes remaining. Last tackle here for the Eels. Moses kicks to guess who? Turuva.
Hold on. Up, Jermaine. Play where you are.
Gets out to the 20.
Straight.
To'o can't get away from Blake and Dylan Brown there as well. Crichton a dummy half. Dylan Edwards looking for a gap. There's no way through. Makatoa.
Macca, move, Jermaine. Mark
Some
straight.
help there from
Bring
Jermaine
down the
Hopgood. Luai. Edwards.
Move now. Play the ball. Easy down.
Just short of the halfway line.
Back 10, Jermaine.
Isaiah Yeo.
Big run.
Held. Release.
Have a go at a 2-point field goal here. No. There he puts it high in the air. It's a tester.
Great take. Great take.
Isaac.
Gutherson, enormous under pressure.
Stand now. You dropped.
Well, he and Taruva have been terrific tonight. They've fielded all the kicks under pressure.
Next to me, Spencer.
Keep turning up for more.
Release, Stephen. Mark straight. James, wait, Isaiah.
We're inside the last 5. In fact, we're down to 4 minutes.
Surrender. Go, last tackle.
Moses kicking from inside the 40. Edwards
Out of the way, Jerome.
up over the 20, the 30.
Real move.
Well, this is the best field position they've had in the last little period. Ryan Madison's still on the ground. They're down to 12 men. He's just got back to his feet.
James, out of the way.
They're 2 big runs from Dylan Edwards and Taruva.
And now To'o.
Back here.
They get such service out of their back 3, don't they?
It's okay. Play on.
Yo with a quick play the ball. He goes Cleary.
Last tackle, get up.
20 away. Kick here from Luai. Taken by Blake. And Crichton takes him.
Yeah, well done by Walker Blake there. He saw Crichton was the one they were kicking for. Both tall, rangy centres, and Blake just beat him to the ball. We're inside 3 minutes.
Pick the ball up.
The Eels, having lost their first 3 games of the season, it's been a really spirited game tonight
Marcus.
against the defending premiers,
Stay here. Wait.
and they're in front
Okay.
with the seconds ticking down. Probably got to defend another 2 sets to open their account for 2023.
David, move down, Spencer.
3 minutes remaining.
Isaiah, move
Parramatta.
down. Mark straight.
Through hands, playing at the Gutherson. Now Campbell Gillard.
Help.
There'll be a
Last tackle, release.
last play. There'll be a driving kick here, no doubt. Oh, hang on, hands almost got caught with it. And a kick from inside the 40 there by Moses, taken here by Edwards. Edwards tried. Oh, they made a mistake.
That's scoreboard pressure. Just trying for that little bit extra. Taruva wasn't back there this time. Edwards on his own. And just tried to make a little bit too much out of it. That's scoreboard pressure. The Panthers have cracked.
Just under 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go. Head in, watch the
A
time,
minute
boys.
49 and the clock has stopped.
This is a way to answer your critics. The Parramatta Eels said before the game they can make a big statement about themselves tonight and what the rest of the season will bring.
Campbell-Gillard. They're almost there, Parramatta.
Back foot.
The Eels. So close. Brown to Cartwright.
Okay, Spencer, get up. Back foot here,
Hands to dummy half. Regan Campbell-Gillard.
How do you finish the set, Gus? Do you run the ball?
Just run it. Run it to a corner, run it to a sideline.
A minute 10 remaining. Brown. Gutherson. He's tackled by Crichton. A minute left. Last tackle here for Parramatta. Brown stepping. He goes down with the ball.
That's not the worst result.
52 seconds to go.
Yep, they've got 100 metres to go.
Back here. Back here.
One set of 6 to get their first win of the season. One set of 6 in defence.
Regan moves.
Top tackle, 12 metres away from mid-line. They need a miracle here, Penrith. And they got the players to produce it. 30 seconds left. Panthers still inside their own 30. It's now or never for Penrith. The Parachant is going around Combank Stadium. Hosking, is he taken high?
Oh, wow.
Taken high, it's a penalty.
All right, well, this is the play. This is the play. Cleary's got to kick this out and get himself within 2-point field goal range. So kick it out, take the tap, give it to Cleary.
All right.
We're looking for a
We've
challenge.
got a captain's challenge here from Parramatta.
I don't know what a captain's challenge.
Decision of a high tackle, mate.
It gives you oxygen, that's all it does. They're not even waiting for the result, Parramatta. They're still heading back.
Oh, this might be more serious than...
Yeah, it's probably not one I would have challenged. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, you're talking about Nathan Cleary's decision here. He's on his 40, and you've got to remember, that's only 20 metres away. His instinct is going to want to kick the ball a lot further down the field.
Junior Paulo
He's going to have to play this
jumps
very
and
smart.
leaves the ground,
He can kick it about
makes clear high
35.
contact
That'll
with
keep
the
the Parramatta
head,
players a good
which is
15
forceful.
metres away.
The challenge
for
is
him to get a shot, a
unsuccessful.
field goal away.
Yeah.
One kick.
Well, he's got 2 kicks. He's got to find touch and get himself in a position where he can get the ball somewhere near a scrum line.
Yeah, you made high contact, which is
and behind the 40-metre line to kick the field goal. Junior Barlow has gone to the sin bin, which only matters if we go to extra time. He's got 2 really important kicks here, Cleary. The touch finder and then the 2-point field goal attempt.
Cleary finds touch.
Right on the 40.
Both feet on the line.
Positions himself. There
Here
it
we
is.
go. 2-point field goal attempt from
no.
Cleary. He's got it. He's got it.
Ah!
Yeah, he's got it.
Nathan Cleary sends us to Golden Point.
Bang.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby.
Wow.
That's why you get
Wow.
the big bucks.
Well, that brings the sin bin into play.
That's why you get the big bucks. That's
Wow.
what you want from your number 1 playmakers. What a cool hand that was from Nathan Cleary. Kicks out, finds touch, and then bang. Straight down the middle. Look at that.
Wow.
That is years and years and years of practice and belief.
What a strike. Under pressure. It doesn't get much better, Freddie.
Oh, yeah, it's nice out here too, just watching the 2 teams going through the motions or looking up at the big screen and watching Nathan Cleary's play. I think the bigger play was the referee's call just on full time, sending Junior Barlow to the sin bin. Parramatta are down to 12. I'm looking at the Penrith bench. They've also got Moses Leota and Spencer Linu to come on. Spencer Linu at a time like this could be very valuable. Here come the captains.
Heads and tails again. Good call, Nathan.
Penrith and Golden Point are about 50%,
Tails is the call.
while
That's a tail.
Parramatta are
You've got
about
the option, mate, to
30%.
kick off or choose which way you want to run. Okay, so you
Nathan Cleary's going to,
Okay, all the best, guys.
I think it's Parramatta kick off and they're going to run the same way.
This is a huge task for Parramatta to win this game in Golden Point with 12 men up against the Penrith Panthers that have just grasped a bit of momentum in this game against 13 men.
I've always thought, Billy, particularly in a game like that where someone's levelled up in the dying moments, they've really got the momentum going into Golden Point, don't they? It's the disappointment for the other side that's hard to get across.
Well, they've got to get over that, and they've got to now believe with 12 men that they can go on and win this game.
First half 8-all, second half 8-all. We need extra time to decide this one, and we've got 13 on 12. Defending premiers up against their grand final opponents last year.
What a kick.
What a game.
Who have led pretty much all night.
What a game of football. We're into Golden Point.
Isn't it just the greatest game? It's just the greatest game.
These two teams have played 2 Golden Point games and they're at 1 win apiece.
That's tackle 2 on the 40.
Stand now, you drop.
3 now. Good run there from Taruva. Sorensen.
And he's got Brendan. Okay, 4 Bryce.
13 on 12.
Well, even though he's just kicked one from here, I think he'll kick to the corner. I don't think he'll try again.
No.
Yep.
Up it goes.
That's steady. Play the long game. Eels must be thinking, how the hell did we get here?
There's another high contact. This one, Mitch Kenny.
All right, well, now this is a different dynamic. This is kick it out, 6 tackles, 4 tackles, 5 tackles, and give it to Mitchell Moses.
Well, it takes the 12 men out of play because you're going to be in field position to kick this field goal.
I know Mitchell Moses, Nathan Cleary did it under pressure.
Well, this might be 12 on 12 in a minute.
Yeah.
Ashley Klein's just waiting to hear from the bunker. It's going to be 12 on 12.
Here we go.
Well, it's a totally different sort of tackle to the other one.
Thanks, mate.
Have a listen.
Yeah, look, I understand there is an element of the falling, mate, but you're actually rising and it's very careless. All right, so you're on report and in the bin.
12 on 12.
Well, Mitchell Moses, your turn.
On the line. Just make sure you kick it.
You've just seen your opposing halfback do it for his team.
Well, he's going to be in really good field position at the end of this set to take a field goal. Had a couple of shots in round 1 against the Melbourne Storm. We'll see if he's learnt from that.
Well, they're going to get into position. These big fellas will just trundle this up the middle. He will get his chance.
Campbell Gillard. 32 away. They lost in Golden Point in round 1 thanks to a Harry Grant try for the Melbourne Storm. That was 16-12. We're at 16 all here. Moses passes this time. He's just in the back play, pointing fingers, telling players where to run.
This is it now.
It's perfect.
Gillard with a huge run. Last play. The ball to Moses. From in front. He's kicked it. The Eels win in Golden Point.
And that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
What a game. He celebrates his impending re-signing with the Eels by getting his team over the line for the first time in 2023. Celebrate this one, Eels fans. What a night at the football.
Oh, what a game, Salty. That was a beautiful game of rugby league. Entertaining, tight, tough. And Mitchell Moses sealed it with a field goal. It was set up for him tonight. All the talk has been about him re-signing with the Parramatta Eels tonight, and I'm sure we'll get the official announcement shortly, but that's a great way to start the next 5 years on your contract.
Full time at CommBank Stadium. The Eels have defeated the Panthers in a Golden Point thriller, 17-16.